Hi, I'm Matt, and I don't know about you, but I have spent way too much time on TikTok over the last few years, and one thing that it's shown me many times is road marking. People with hot, wet paint on roads, and it is so satisfying to watch, and I want to have a go. So today, I am trying line marking with Total Line Marking. Is that tautological enough for you? Let's go. Well, to anyone that says this looks like it would be easy. Meet Frankie. He's the boss of Total Line Marking, and he's going to teach me how to paint. I've never been good at art, so he's got quite the challenge. I'm quite excited. Yeah. I've seen these on the side of the road many times, and I've really wanted to have a play.
It's one of those things no one's ever seen done, because it always happens with a night time or a weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy it. We've got a few little things planned for you as well. Some surprises, maybe.
Understandably, Frankie didn't want to unleash me on a public road, so I had the task of painting their car park.
Do you have a favourite kind of line to paint?
Though he doesn't look as worried as I'd be in his position.
We've worked some really cool places. Houses of Parliament, Top Gear test track.
Houses of Parliament?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll have a car park. I was just thinking, like, in the Commons itself.
Just went in there and painted Boris's bay.
I need to take my hoodie off.
Probably.
Can you help get my shoulder out, please?
I'll get a pair of scissors.
Thank you. And as if by magic, I'm ready to go. Caution, hot material. How hot?
Yes, well, this is what the gloves are for, and the glasses. So it's not mixing at the moment, but we'll get the boilers started, we'll get them turning, and we'll show you what that does. But essentially, we put the paint, which is like a powder form, in the boilers. There's diesel burners underneath it. They warm it up to about 200 degrees, and then the agitators.
So it's a powder, and then you melt the powder?
Yeah, we can show you if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Come around here.
So there's no liquid added to it, it's just heating up powder?
No, just heating up powder. And it's a natural resin based. So when it decomposes and breaks down, it's essentially not that bad for the environment.
Oh, right.
Most people think it's like an acrylic or a polymer, basically synthetic.
Yeah.
But it's actually a natural tree resin. So when it breaks down, it goes into the drains, gets washed away. It's quite easy to separate, and it's not that damaging to the environment.
I would never have thought it was a resin.
Hold your hand out. So you can see the pigmentation. There's fillers. It's basically like little resin.
Oh, and resin's like an oily sap that comes out of a tree, isn't it? It's like waxy kind of stuff.
Exactly that, and this is sort of thermoactivated, should we say, so it melts.
It'll melt and then it'll all melt together and...
Yeah, and it just holds it together like a glue.
As we can see from the drops on my glove, if not the top of my head, it's raining right now. How does it deal with water when you're...
Honestly, not very well.
Right.
Not very well. Preference is to do it in the dry.
So where do we put this then? In the Bernie thing?
Yeah, we can put this in the Bernie thing at the back. So these are the boilers.
I assume we would normally use a little bit more than this handle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Brilliant. If we get the donkey engine started, we can start mixing these so that they don't burn.
Donkey engine? Apparently, that's the name for the auxiliary engine they've got on board to run the equipment, which saves stressing out the main vehicle engine.
All right. So there's the key.
It's got an actual engine key.
Yep.
That is loud.
Cool. So, found out what the donkey engine does.
Yeah.
Turns these hydraulic motors.
So are they spinning now?
They're not. We'll turn them on in a second.
Yeah.
If you grab that bag of plastic we showed you earlier, we'll chuck that in the boiler.
And you're calling it plastic, but it's resin?
Yes.
Do we need to open the bag? Does the whole bag go?
Just chuck the whole bag in.
Okay.
So fun fact, the actual plastic bag is made out of the same stuff.
Oh!
Yep.
Oh!
Now, put that down. If you push that forward, it'll start mixing.
So push that forward?
Yep.
Oh, it's like a tractor lever.
Yep. We open it up. Right, watch your face because there's going to be a bit of steam and water in there.
Whoa. All I can see is steam really and some spinny things, but...
Yeah, so once that heats up a little bit more, the water will evaporate and you'll be able to see it a lot clearer.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Back down again. So this is a tool heater. Essentially
A barbecue.
Industrial barbecue. Yeah, took the words out of my mouth. And yes, before you ask, we have cooked bacon, sausage and eggs on it. I promise. Essentially what this does is, it heats up the tool, called the tool heater, keeps the jugs of thermoplastic hot. Otherwise, if they're sat on the side too long, they start to pull down and it becomes very hard. But yeah, if we get it lit up, lovely. Right, got your sparker. Oh.
I found something in the porter cabin and I can't get it out of my pocket. I've got a lighter gun.
Yours is much colder than mine. Brilliant. Right, glasses on for this bit.
Oh yeah.
We like to keep our eyebrows where they are.
I assume if your tools are too cold, then the paint will set on the tools rather than flow through.
Exactly that. Just like these are at the moment, it sticks.
Yeah.
So when you're dragging it along the floor, it sticks and it pulls up the plastic sometimes. This way we get a nice smooth line. Right, we'll wait for them to heat up. We're going to set out some markings.
Okay, yeah.
Fantastic.
Despite being a little damp, we and the tools were being nicely warmed by the barbecue, and the resin had melted to an optimal consistency. So it was now time to paint some... It wasn't quite that bad, but you can't try to do anything outside in the UK without getting rained on. So while we hid inside with a cup of tea, our camera op Jamie went out in it to get some shots to assist the narrative.
Well, now all that weather's passed, shall we carry on? You were talking about marking,
Yes.
but it's still a bit wet out.
So a slight change of plan. Normally, we'd start with a chalk in. We'd go straight to the thermo, or straight to the boilers, start painting, and we'll be done. But you get to see the next step of the process when it rains is drying the floor out.
Right, okay.
So shall we go start the lance?
Lance? It's like flamethrower lance.
Yeah, pretty much. Go around that way, so the lines we just chalk. We've got two knobs here. One's for the main power and one's for the pilot flame. So there's your pilot.
Yeah.
Now if you pull the trigger, yeah. Right, crack on.
I want one. Wait, I could just go to a shop and buy one. I don't know why I'm surprised to think that the ground looks dry now, but
Yeah.
I bet you enjoy using this on a cold day.
Yeah, it warms all your toes up.
Yeah. Yay!
Lovely. All good. Next step.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's go.
So I turn this up.
Yeah.
This video does not have a sponsor. I've made it entirely out of my own pocket, but if you'd like to contribute, I do have a Patreon that you're welcome to join. With the pyromaniac urges out of my system, Frankie showed me the next piece of equipment I'd be using, adorably named the Pram. Instead of a baby, we've got enough thermoplastic resin to paint up to 300 metres of long straight lines. A bit more than the 20 metres they can get out of a jug.
So we've got a bucket with a little bit of the plastic in it.
Yep.
That's being kept warm by the big burner. Now it's the little burner. Is that heating anything specifically right now?
Yes. So there's a little chute underneath there, and that chute goes into what we call a shoe.
A shoe?
A shoe. So it's two carbide plates
Right.
that skim along the floor,
Yeah.
and a little opener
Ah.
in between them.
So it's going to fill between the two plates?
Essentially, yeah, the two carbide like skids, we call them,
Yeah.
running along the floor. They create a seal,
Yeah.
and if you get the right temperature and the right consistency, it doesn't spill out everywhere. It just skims along the floor, nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Right.
We'll give that 5 minutes to warm up.
Yeah.
We'll go make sure the boiler's all mixed up and heat
Yeah.
it up to the correct temperature now.
And then we need to pour some of the...
and we get this filled up.
Okay, cool.
Lovely. So the plastic we put in the boiler earlier,
Yeah.
it's been heating up for the past 5-10 minutes whilst we've been doing these.
Yeah.
And mixing. So all of the sediment, the sand, the resin, it's all mixed in nicely.
Yeah.
Now, what we'd say with this, before opening it, sometimes it can get a bit hot. Well, it is very hot.
Yeah.
And with the agitators, it can spit out.
Okay.
So we always stand back.
Stand back around the corner.
Yeah, just in case it spits out. We never stand right in front of it in case it's too hot.
That's fair.
So yeah, do you want to open the gate?
Okay, cool. Good. So I put that at the back. Yeah. Is that aimed right?
Yep.
Ooh. That is such an alien texture.
Yep.
It's like what, gritty ice cream.
That'll do if you close it up.
How hot is this?
This runs at about 190 degrees. We've got the boiler set at.
190. Right.
Yep.
So you really don't want to put this in an ice cream cone then?
Definitely not. Definitely spicy ice cream.
With the pram now full, we wheeled over the paint baby. I got a lesson on how to use the controls, and it was now line marking time.
So, all over to you.
Okay.
Don't be scared. But drop it to the floor first,
Yeah.
and then we lift this up, which releases the paint.
Got it.
Right.
Right. So I drop that down.
You drop it down. You do a good grip strength through it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. Drop it down to the floor, and then slowly open the chute. And
Pull it up.
Yep. Bit more. Bit more. Now look. Go back again. We drop it down to the floor.
Yeah.
Bit of force. Open it up. You'll feel it open.
Oh there.
And you now look down the side of it.
It's spilling everywhere.
Yeah. So close it up. So close.
Oh, it wasn't closed. I thought I closed it. No. Well, to anyone that says this looks like it would be easy.
It's one of them things. You see guys walking along, not really paying attention,
Yeah.
and getting lovely crisp lines.
I've gone off to the side. I've spilt it everywhere.
Like I said, there is a bit of an art to it,
Yeah.
and it's not easy. It takes a long time to get good at it. So I wouldn't expect you to be able to lay a line straight away.
I suppose this is something you have to kind of learn on the job as well. You just start with something.
I think the biggest thing is getting a feel for it.
Yeah. Because I couldn't tell where the.
No.
So let me watch you continue this, but not terribly, like me. So you are constantly tweaking the openness. My first ever painted line. You can see the bit that he did, and then you can see where I took over, and it becomes, I mean, it looks like ice cream rather than car park. I wonder, is this going to be solid now?
It's probably still hot. Yeah, put your foot in it.
Oh, it is hard.
I wouldn't touch it with your bare hands though.
Oh, I've put my footprint in it. I've left my mark.
Lift your mark.
Shall we do another?
Go for it.
Do you trust me to go straight in on this one with a bit more care?
If not, we'll see how your removal skills are after.
Here we go. It's spewing. Go.
That's it. Make sure the plate's lined up. Don't look at the floor.
Okay.
As we get to the end, close it off.
Oh, that's better, isn't it?
That's better. We're getting there. We're getting there.
It's wiggly.
It's a bit of a banana, but we're making progress. We're making progress. I think you've got about the right consistency there.
Because
That's great.
Thin,
Yeah.
thick.
So, like I said, the primitive machines, a lot of practice to be able to go out on jobs, confidently get every line for thousands of meters.
I don't think I should do another one like that if I'm making your car part look a mess. You said something about doing it manually?
Yes. So what we can do is we get a hand mould and a jug. We get a nice long straight edge, and we'll try it with that.
Okay.
Brilliant. Right, let's turn this off. Go get you set up. Just follow me.
With that much mess, it was probably for the best that I tried a different method. So we laid down some straight edges as a guide to help me use the next tool, a hand mould.
Right, there, so globby.
Now, before these get cold,
Yeah.
we go over there and we use a straight edge.
That's heavy.
Yes.
Is it too hot to do that, or?
About to find out. I personally find it better if you can hold the jug over there like the top like that.
Okay, yeah. Oh, this is a workout, isn't it?
And essentially, pick the jug up, pour it in, and move backwards with it.
Oh.
So you don't want too much to be in there. There you go. You want to have a go?
Yeah. So you only had a tiny bit in there,
Exactly that.
and then you're just scraping it along. The thing I'm scared of is that it is aiming this.
Yeah, just get it as close to it as you can. Close as you're comfortable with. That's it. And lift the back edge up.
Okay. Oh no, there's a gap. Oh no. That's loads in there.
So keep the back edge off the floor, essentially.
That's awful.
Look, it's straight. It's straight. It's the main thing. So that's it.
The one thing I can't stress enough is how heavy that bucket is actually, because I don't do this all the day and I don't have the upper arm strength for that.
Yeah. I mean,
So it's trying to bend down to ground level and tip that and walk. It's too many things at once.
you have to practice your crab walk.
Yeah, I feel like a crab. Do you think you're going to keep this line, or do you think you're going to...
We'll take a step back at the end and observe the work, and then we'll make our executive decision then.
This is so much harder than it looks, I'll be honest. Like, I was expecting it to be a bit challenging, but... You can tell I'm concentrating because I've stopped talking for once. I think my first one was better than my second one.
Look, it's a good effort. It's a good effort.
To quote Frankie, now I was a well-trained, well-practiced professional, he had one final challenge for me.
We're going to use a 2-inch mould now. That was a 4-inch. Okay, so we use a 2-inch, smaller mould with a jug. You've practiced your stopping, you've practiced your starting. Yeah. You've practiced your straight lines with a nice straight edge. Yeah. Let's see how you do it freehand.
That's my name!
Taking the liberty of chalked out your name. And we've got a bit of cardboard there for if you get a bit tired, you need to put the jug down and you don't want to get gyps everywhere.
Yeah. I'm going to try it right-handed.
You do whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Oh God, aiming for a 2-inch mould's going to be harder. Oh, it's a lot harder to go straight when you don't have a straight edge.
How did you do like handwriting English at school?
Oh, my handwriting is absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
I like that we've got members of your team in the background just kind of giggling at me.
So how are you finding it? Do you think you're going to make millions?
I don't think this is going to be my new career. Look at all the
You can read it. Like,
Look at all the splatter. So while I'm doing this, talk me through, what if someone wants to have seen this and they want to try doing this as a job?
It's something we're trying to encourage at the moment. It's everywhere you look, but unfortunately not many people think of it because it happens when car parks are closed, roads are empty, and no one can see your work.
Well, I tell you what, I am pretty happy with that as a result for my first day trying line marking.
So we've done you a comparison.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, here's one you made earlier.
Here's one I made earlier.
Can you tell which bit I painted and which bit you painted? Oh wow. Well, thank you so much for letting me have a go.
You're very
I
welcome.
really appreciate it.
Our
Thank you
pleasure.
to Total Line Marking. And if you're interested in line marking, then
Line
why not
marking.
hit them up if you're in the area?
Yeah, line marking, warehouses, car parks, our own yard. Give us a call.
You're going to have to take all this.
And
up again now.
we'll send Matt out.